guys. Thanks for being here for tonight. Just briefly, great day today. It was great to have Zach and his family in the building. Welcome them to Florham Park and show them around the facility. Spend a little time with them. Elijah Vera Tucker should be landing shortly. We'll have him in the building tomorrow. Welcome him to the family. And obviously tonight, I had a chance to welcome Elijah Moore. I know when we spoke late last night, he was a player that we were all crossing our fingers and hoping that he could somehow be in position for us to draft him tonight. And it just happened to come to fruition. And excited about him, his playmaking ability. Again, another player that fits the mold of great character, great player, versatile, smart, tough. So can't wait to add him to the mix. So with that being said, I'll open it up to questions from there.
Was it tempting at all to perhaps move down a little bit there and recoup some picks?
I think where we were, Rich, like I said last night, we really didn't think that Elijah had any chance to make it to us where we're picking today. So to get a player of his caliber sitting there at pick 34, I really feel like we're sitting here with a unique opportunity to add three players that are really top 25 players on our board, and all three first-round caliber players that can be impact players for us. So while you do answer the call, this was an opportunity we couldn't pass up to take Elijah.
Coach Saleh, Elijah Moore's route running ability is exceptional, but another strong trait he also has is yards after the catch. So with you coming from San Francisco, along with Mike LaFleur, could you see him in a similar role to how you all use Deebo Samuel, in that sense, where you give him the ball and just let him create sometimes?
He's dynamic. When he gets the ball in his hands, he becomes something different. And his ability to separate in routes, his ability to run the jet sweeps, get the ball in his hands, come out of the backfield, he's pretty, like Joe had just mentioned, he's extremely versatile. Got ecstatic that he was able to get back to us at 34. So it was a really cool start to the night. But for sure, there's not a lot of things he can't do. So
Joe, is there any consideration right now, or are you guys monitoring the board at all to potentially get yourselves back into the third round, either by dealing some of those fourth rounders you have, or even future selections?
Yeah, Connor, we're always going to monitor the board. We've got a lot of meat left on the bone tonight. We'll see how the board shakes out. If the right opportunity presents itself, we'll be aggressive. But as we sit right now, we are very excited to have these 6 picks tomorrow, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and we feel like we could do a lot of damage tomorrow as well. So I think we're in good shape right now.
I understand Elijah's the top guy on your board and you want to get him, but does it concern you at all that you didn't address defense at all in these first 2 rounds and maybe not in the first 3 rounds unless you guys move back up?
Yeah, no, and this is really the way the board felt this year, and again, we haven't taken a defensive player yet, but right now we have at least 6 more chances to do so, and we're not going to leave Coach Brick hanging. We, like I said, we're sitting here tomorrow with 6 picks, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity there to add to this team.
Joe, Moore averaged over 10 catches per game in the SEC, so he's going against really good competition. How unusual is that for you to see something like that? And what kind of traits did he have that enabled him to have so much success against good DBs?
Yeah, great question, because obviously we all know that the SEC is the best league in terms of talent in college football. So for him to have that kind of production, just his ability to align in so many places from slot to outside receiver to tailback, his agility and his release, his ability to separate at the top of the route, outstanding ball skills. While he's not 6'5", he has outstanding catch radius, sure hands, very dangerous after the catch. He's very strong for his size, breaking tackles. So all those things together, toughness to go over the middle, it just, you see that on tape week in and week out at the highest level of college football.
Joe, what does the selection of Elijah mean for Jamison Crowder's future with the team?
Look, it adds quality competition and quality depth. I mean, we there's so much respect for Jamison as a player. Outstanding player, outstanding leader, and this selection of Elijah just adds more depth and more competition to the room.
What Elijah did in the Egg Bowl, he was pretty contrite after that, and he's been a very solid citizen since then. How convincing your dealings with him were you that was just basically a one-time lapse in judgment?
Yeah, that's a good question. Obviously, our scouts, we have great scouts that get unbelievable information, and have an opportunity to talk to Elijah. You know that that's a one-time incident, and the outcome of that game, obviously, it hurt him, and something that he certainly felt bad for and wasn't going to let happen again. So we feel confident that was just a one-time incident.
So just for a little bit of clarity on what Brian had said, did you draft more with the vision of having both him and Crowder on the roster in week one, or was he drafted as a replacement for Crowder where you could potentially move on from Jamison in the coming days?
I wouldn't classify it, Connor, saying that we drafted Elijah to be a replacement. We drafted Elijah to be a playmaker, really to add. There's so many different places that he can line up in every formation for Mike, and so obviously the playmaking ability, his versatility, it stands out.
Robert, is there a common thread between these three guys that you've drafted so far in your eyes?
Yeah, there's Joe hit it. These guys absolutely love ball. They eat, sleep football, and there's a passion that they have, and because of it, they work extremely hard at making sure they protect that aspect of their lives. And these guys, their competitive nature, their study habits, their work ethic, all of it. Before everything, we've talked about it. When you look at the free agency class and what was brought in here, and you look at the first 3 picks of this draft, everybody loves ball, and that's the characters of these individuals are second to none. You can talk about their athleticism all you want, but when it comes to character, it's second to none, and we're excited to get a chance to work with all of them.
Joe, such a big deal was made about the organization's failure to surround Sam correctly over the last 3 years. It's easy to draw a line and say, okay, this is what they're doing. They're surrounding Zach they get a guard, they get a wide receiver right away. How much of it is that in your brain of okay, I just drafted a quarterback number 2, I got to surround him, versus just, these are the best players available for the team?
Yeah, Brian, it's really the board, how we put together the board, and the process that goes into it, and how things played out. And look, I think I've said it before when I've talked to you guys, this league is about creating explosive plays and then stopping explosive plays. And so, we feel good about the players that we added that can help create explosive plays, and we're gonna keep adding that, and then find guys that can help us limit those plays moving forward.
Mike LaFleur must be a pretty happy guy these last 24 hours with all the new toys he got. What's been his mood around the building?
Oh, he's he's pumped. He is pumped. He was excited after 2, even more excited when we moved up, especially John Benton, our run game coordinator, O-line coach. He's excited to get a chance to coach Vera Tucker, and then with Elijah Moore. I mean, you should have seen him last night, just talking about just the excitement, like, holy cow, he's slipping. So it's awesome. The way it worked out, like I said, Joe and his staff have been dynamite this entire weekend so far, and we still got the rest of today and tomorrow. It's awesome to see those guys work.
Robert, Joe kind of talked about Elijah's versatility. Can you just describe how that will fit your new offense and how it'll work well for it?
There's a when he's on the field, you just got to be able to expect everything. He can be in the backfield. He can get those jet sweeps. He can win one-on-ones out of the slot. He can play the X, take top off the coverage. He's dynamic in the sense that you can do a lot of different things with him. You can call him a gadget guy if you want. You can call him just a true slot if you want. He can play X, and there's a lot of things that he can do. Obviously, but the first thing, just get him in and see if he can come on in and compete and learn the offense the best he can. But to be able to get a guy like him at 34 is incredible to us anyway.
Thank you, everyone.